What up, you guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be watching a video by Amala Epinobi. I just don't want to butcher her name, but I really like this woman's content. I think what she's doing is great. And she used to be liberal, and she's not anymore. I love seeing when like far left liberals wake up to the craziness going on. I think it's just wonderful. But yeah, anyways, this video is called Asking Leftist Students Why They're Protesting My Speech. So it should be really interesting. I just really want to see how she handles it and what it's all about. I like learning from people that are able to go out in public and just deal with things like this. I think it takes a lot of courage and a big set of cojones. No offense to her, because she's a wonderful lady. So let's get into it.
I came and brought food for their food drive. Yet not, yes, of course. And I encouraged all the people who are coming to this event to also bring food for your food drive. But I'm looking at your signs right now, and they say hate don't belong at WSU. They say hate has no home here. It says stop spreading false information.
Common sense.
Because I'm asking,
hate has no home.
what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it is the inference that you're making that somehow my presence here brings hate to this campus. That's a wrong inference. Oh my God, you're making that inference. You're making that inference. You're making that inference. This is...
So what's going on here is she shows up to the campus and she brings food. She's doing a good thing regardless of people's beliefs and ideologies and political sidings. And these people, just because they don't agree with her, are saying that her presence, like her being there is bringing hate. She's spreading hate. That's what she's doing by being there. Just because they don't agree with her. See how ridiculous that is? I do not understand how so many of these people get sucked into that mindset and don't see the ridiculousness of it. I don't get it. They are being brainwashed and taught to not be able to accept opposing views. And they're being taught that if they don't believe what you believe, if they don't believe in our side, then they're bad. They're haters, they're bigots, they're racist, they're just bad people, they're bad, and all they do is spread hate because they don't believe in what you believe. And that is the opposite of being inclusive and accepting and loving and, you know, accept everyone for who they are, guys. Remember, accept everyone for who they are. Live your truth. Remember, guys, remember? Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do that. If you're not living their truth and if you're not a part of them, then you're wrong and you shouldn't exist. It's the biggest oxymoron ever. And so many people are waking up to it because it's stupid at this point. People are getting sick and tired of it.
Stop PragerU. This is PragerU brings hate is what this sign says right here.
She has super good content. I'll
Hi
leave
guys,
your link
we're
in the
live at
description.
Winona State University. I have my canned foods for these protesters. We're going to go out and bring it to them. We're going to see how it goes. They're outside with signs. Apparently, so far, they've been pretty hostile towards the people.
Another thing, what I don't understand is when people are protesting someone just giving a speech, like they act like this woman is like changing the whole world or something, or indoctrinating the entire population, like it's something that's just out of their control and something that's just going to crash the economy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand protesting things that don't need to be protested in the first place. I just don't get that at all.
Trying to speak to them, but I'm gonna go and try and do it. I've got my canned foods here for the protesters. Let's see if I can get them to come into the event. Let's take a look at the signs that they have. Probably calling me rancid and a fascist. So follow me along for this journey. I'm sorry if it gets a little loud here in the middle. I wanted you guys to see this live. We're going outside. Let's see if we can have some conversation.
Yeah, she's brave, man. This takes courage.
If you guys are just, hopping into the live, I'm here at Winona State University. There's people protesting me outside. We're gonna bring them some food. See if they will talk to me or not. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it.
What a sad mindset to feel the need to protest this. It's not like they're going to lose jobs or get kicked out of their school if this person enters it or something. There's really no need to protest this woman at all.
Are we? Okay, you guys can see.
Oh my gosh.
Watch your step.
I almost tripped down the stairs. Okay. Guys, follow me. Let's take a look at what's going on. Okay. So, College Gems. Hi, guys.
Hi.
We met earlier. Brought some food for your food drive.
Thank you.
How many of you guys...
But she's spreading hate, remember? And here she is supporting the food drive.
They're out here. 30. Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm just live streaming. Just wanted to come and talk to you guys for my event and everything. What brings you guys out here?
Food drive.
If anybody wants to talk.
Food drive.
Okay, cool. What else?
Mostly the food drive.
Okay. Is it okay if I film your signs? I'll try not to put your face in it. Is that all right? So I'm wondering if you guys would be willing to come inside and listen to the event.
Rather not.
Why is that?
Your organization is known for spreading hateful information that is, it's blatantly not true.
Okay, so can you give me an example of the hateful information that...
Well, downplaying racism in the United States history.
Downplaying it, how so?
It's so funny when a bunch of white people look at a black woman and try to tell her what racism is. That is hilarious to me. That is so funny, dude.
Bring up videos.
Yeah, you can bring up the video if you'd like. I would really appreciate it.
I don't represent this group. I do just invited here, so
Sure.
use my words to spread hate against me. Fine.
Oh, I don't spread any hate, and that's why I want to invite you guys to come in and actually listen to the speech. I think it's important. So, for those of you who don't know me, I used to work for the left myself. If you check my arm right here, you'll see a nice little civil rights fist on my arm because that's what I used to work for and that's what I used to represent. Coming here to actually talk about that story and what I do now for PragerU, I would really appreciate it that if you're going to protest something or somebody when they're speaking on a campus, that you should probably listen to what they have to say. And the event is free. You can have seats in whatever row you like. You can come up and ask me questions as soon as the Q&A starts. Because I think if you're going to protest somebody, it's pretty important that you listen to what they have to say first and see if it's even worth the protest. Because I'm seeing signs that say hate. I'm seeing signs that say false information. I'm seeing that hate does not make America great.
And she's literally there to talk about her life. They're pretty much saying, like, you existing is hate. Hate. Quit spreading hate with your existence. Oh my gosh, dude. I wouldn't be able to keep my cool. This is why I wouldn't be able to do things like this. I would not be able to keep my cool. I would not be able to do it.
And I agree with all of those statements. I don't agree with hate. I don't agree with false information.
What do you think
I
about
agree.
the food drive?
I think the food drive is great. It brought you guys food. But I think it's interesting that we're saying we're here for a food drive and you're all holding signs that say hate doesn't belong at WSU. Hate does not make America great. No human is illegal. Welcome to a real university.
And the whole no human is illegal thing, like that. Well, yeah, no, like literal, in a literal term, no human is illegal because every human has the right to life. But just going into any country without the proper paperwork is illegal. That's illegal in any country. Any country, you got to have a passport, you got to have a visa, something to go there, right? But for some reason, these people are brainwashed, man. Brainwashed, and they think that people should just be able to run into America and just say what's up and be here. That's just not how it works. I mean, we welcome anyone that needs to come to America to live a better life and create something better for themselves. If where they're at is, dangerous, or if they need to get away from their country or where they're from, then that's what America's all about. Come on. But you got to come in the right way. So I just don't understand their mindset. I just feel like it's a total brainwash.
So I'm curious as to what is the barrier between you and the door into the event? Does anybody have...
We're really here to show support for the food drive.
Yeah, but it doesn't...
We're all here.
But your signs don't... You're here to support a food drive, but your signs don't say food drive. I did bring food, yes.
Attention to that.
Yeah, but your signs don't say food drive.
Thank you for your donation.
They say no more PragerU. Yeah, you're welcome for your donation. And I thank you for actually coming to my table and speaking to me. And this Yes, this young man actually came to my table. We had civil discourse. We debated each other earlier today. I would ask that of all of you. I think that's super.
That's what it's all about, man. You don't got to hate each other over it. That's what it's all about. And it seems always like lately, it seems to be a lot of people that are conservative or Republican that are the ones that are trying to have civil conversations. But the people on the other side are just like, no, 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 quit spreading hate. No, you know, like they just want to shut you down and shut you up and not have another side of life. That's just super weird to me.
Important. So what is the barrier? Does anybody else have a barrier that's stopping them from going into this event?
We just personally don't want to.
You plan on going in? That's great. That's great. I really appreciate that. I think more people should. Because I used to protest things all the time, and a lot of times it was things that I didn't understand that I was going to protest. And it's important that you go in and try to understand people before you make hateful signs for them. That's super important. Anybody else? Does anybody else have an actual qualm with anything that I've said or done that they're personally protesting here today? Or did you just hear the words PragerU and then you were told that we were a hateful organization and then you...
Wow, dude. Wow. She gives them a chance to say something like, what, do you have any qualms with me about anything I've said or done that actually brings you here? And they're just like, zombies, dude. Zombies. These poor people. These poor people.
You made a sign that says as much and showed up and did it. But I work, so I've heard this argument.
I know, but
Right.
yeah, we seem like figure you guys out.
So,
The main reason we're here is for the SpaghettiOs.
sure. So if you're protesting Prager,
You keep on saying the main reason we're here is for the food drive, but you're sitting there holding signs that are hateful towards her, that are trying to make her out to be a bad person because she's there. Like she said, those signs have nothing to do with the food drive.
if you're protesting PragerU, an organization that I work for and advocate for, you are in a way protesting my beliefs. I stand by the beliefs of PragerU. So is there a particular belief that hurts you that you can't come and listen to? SpaghettiOs, guys. SpaghettiOs. This is the argument. This is the argument. It's clearly not about a food drive. I'm looking at your signs right now. It's interesting that I'm standing in front of a crowd of people, a lone person, asking for civil discourse. And there are very few of you, albeit she's going to come in. I had a guy earlier come and actually have civil discourse with me. But you guys, standing in a crowd of people, are somehow letting the bystander effect settle in right now, and nobody wants to come and have civil discourse.
We're just here as a silent
Yes, okay, but you're silently protesting ideologies. I'm standing here saying, let's talk about our ideologies. Let's talk about the differences in those ideologies. You tell me why I'm wrong, and if you're right, I will concede that. Is it not the goal of the polarity right now to end it? To end the division that's happening right now?
Yes.
How do you think you end division in a country? You talk it through, yet nobody is willing to come forth and have a conversation. This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is me, standing here by myself, and this is a group of 40 plus people. Not a single one of them will come up and have a conversation. Not a single one. But I'm hateful. I'm hateful. Hate does not make America great. Stop spreading false information. Anti-fake news. Stop the lies. Stop the hate. PragerU is here to hate.
I'll leave this link in the description so you can watch the full thing, but I just I think I've taken away what I need to take from this video, and it's just it's crazy. I just don't understand that, man. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me why people are like that. And I mean that's the sad part. I feel like it's just people brainwashed, you know, like they don't even know why they're there. They just know that it's someone that you're not supposed to like. So go little sheep. Go protest because someone you're not supposed to like is there. And that's just super weird to me. That's super weird to me. It's all a very big oxymoron. And, you know, like she said, she made a very good point that the way to end division and the way to come together is by civil discourse, to talk things out, to find what's the word I'm looking for? To find a middle ground, you know, between each other, and a compromise, to understand that, you know, it's not as split as you think it is. There are things that I believe in that you'll agree with. There's things that you believe in that I'll agree with. There's things that I believe in that you won't agree with. There's things that you believe in that I won't agree with. That's just how it goes. But it doesn't mean that you need to be split apart and act like every single thing about the other person is just awful and bad, and they spread hate and they shouldn't be around and the world should just take these people down. It's just a very immature mindset, and I feel like it's just kind of brain dead, you know, and that saddens me. It saddens me seeing people like that, because I think people should have intellectual conversations and be able to talk about things. And this right here is not helping anything at all. And it's interesting to me, because the main thing that they're standing up for and fighting for is also the thing that they're not helping out. They're doing exactly what's not going to help it out. And that's why I say they're kind of brainwashed, you know. They're just like running around like zombies, like sheep. And I don't like to use the term sheep. I feel like that's super belittling, but that's just like the only thing to really compare it to. You know, they want to stop the hate and they want to bring peace and end the division, but they're the ones that are doing things like this and protesting someone that they don't even understand, or protesting things they don't understand. And instead of coming together and talking about it, they just sit silent and want you to shut up because, well, I don't agree with you, so no, I don't want to talk. Well, then it's never going to get solved. Nothing is ever going to be solved if you're just going to sit there and not talk. Closed mouths don't get fed. So yeah, that's super interesting. Like I said, I'll leave the link down in the description if you guys want to watch it and check it out. She makes awesome content. I love her point of view, and I love the points that she makes. She always makes great points. So yeah, great person to watch. Go check her out, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.